Well, I grew up mostly in Tucson. My father was a very controlling man. He was also a Vietnam veteran. And he started giving me marijuana at the age of 13. I was also sexually abused as a child. And I married very young and chose an alcoholic husband who was also an alcoholic like my father. And that marriage fell apart due to drugs and alcohol. And I tried to join the military to fix our marriage. I was raped in my training after I joined. I was in Desert Storm. I was there for 9 months. And during that time, I recently found out that I was exposed to sarin gas. Moved back to Tucson and met another man who was very controlling, abusive, and lived with him for 12 years. In 2010, I realized that our relationship was so bad and my life was just at such a horrible place. I saw a gun on the table and considered suicide. I drove myself to the VA that day and ended up getting admitted into the hospital for 8 days. I bridged and went directly to Old Pueblo's system through the aftercare program. And I was with the aftercare program for about 6 weeks and then got on the Grant Per Diem program. Well, I moved from Grant Per Diem to the HUD-VASH program. The HUD-VASH program is a next step for a veteran, and it's grant funded, and it offers them a step into housing through the Section 8 program. I was in that apartment for about 5 years before things started to fall apart again. I started having a lot of manic episodes to where I was doing a really odd behavior. I was isolating myself into my apartment. I would tear apart my apartment, and I was brought into the hospital about 5 to 6 times, either by police or by ambulance from March until July. They would either up a medication or take me off other medications. They kept changing all the medications. I think I was really being over-medicated. In July, I got evicted from my apartment. I had nowhere to go. So I called the VA, since I've already been through the program before, through the homeless program. And they said, come in right away, and told me that I was a good candidate for the Grant Per Diem, the GPD program again, and that Old Pueblo would take me back. I found safety, I found security, I found so much of what I had before, but things were different this time. It wasn't as stressful for me as the first time. With the help of Old Pueblo and the safety that I've been able to find here, I've been able to work on my mental health and get to a happier place. Old Pueblo is so wonderful. I found that the staff is a lot more lenient, and that they laugh a lot. They enjoy their jobs. The atmosphere here is very positive. This was a huge blessing for me because I was at a point where I was going through a lot of mental changes, medicine changes, and changing doctors, and I wasn't completely there. I really think my future is really looking a lot better right now because I have hope that, soon I'm going to be in my own apartment again. And I don't think definitely I will ever be evicted again for any of these manic behaviors. That's my hope today. Thank thinking about giving to El Pueblo. Thank you for giving what you have given. Thank you for being interested in the program, because the program is what matters to the people here. The homeless need this. And if we don't have a place to go in order to find ourselves, whatever it may be, mentally, or if it's a alcohol problem or a drug problem, if we don't have that place available, what can we do? I mean, do we lose hope? No. We have to keep moving forward one way or another.